Hello everybody, this is Gear here, and I have my part 2 on how I started Modern Combat. I have some Modern Combat 2 gameplay here with a sniper, and just kind of messed around, tried to do trick shots. And I don't know why my reload button is right there, it kind of glitched up on me. Like, I tapped where it's supposed to be and it still worked, I don't know, just some bug. Anyway, so, I'm just gonna get right into it. So, when MC2 came out, I stayed up all night until it finally came out. It came out around 10 o'clock in my time zone, so it actually wasn't that late to stay up, but yeah, I was in 7th grade. I was in 8th grade at the time, so this was last year, yeah. And, so I stayed up, like, as soon as the clock turned 10, I went into the App Store and refreshed it and got MC2. I got it, like, seriously 10 seconds after it came out. So, oh, my dog's barking. But I got it like 20 seconds after it came out. I have like the second review of it on the App Store, which is funny. But anyway, my brother and I got it, and we played it, and all that stuff. And so I was like a rank 56, and I started noticing some hackers in the game. And so I started watching, I don't know if any of you guys know who Pepe is, but he made YouTube videos like, is like the MC2 hacker or something, I don't know, because I just wanted to realize how people hacked and what it was and all that kind of stuff. So then I started to hear him talking about, like, Palringo, I guess, and, oh, that would have been a nice three-piece, and he started talking about his clan called U2Easy, and I was like, alright, I'll check that out. So I ended up joining U2Easy after I downloaded PAL, and my first PAL experience was kind of weird. Like, I used a fake email that I had. It's called thericeman@yahoo.com. And that's still my email on PAL. I don't use that actual email, though. And so when you create PAL, it uses your default name from your email. So my name on PAL when I started was The Rice Man. And the first group I joined was the U2Easy group, I think. And if any of you were on PAL long enough to know who Rice is, he hasn't been on in so long, or at least I haven't seen him. He was in there, so everybody was talking to me, kept saying Rice, like, that's how they'd address him, and my name was the Rice Man, so I thought they were talking to me, and I was just so confused. But yeah, I asked people how to change my name, and I figured it out, so then my name was U2Easy Monopoly, because my name and stuff is always, like, Mr. Monopoly when I created a game account and stuff. So, I don't know if any of you ever remember me. I barely talked on there, but I just felt cool now that I was in a clan, you know. So, I was in a clan, and I stopped going on PAL for like 3 weeks, and I came back on, and I joined a new group called Modern Combat 3, or MC3 or something, and Hurley was the owner. And, yeah, that was a fail right there. And he was like, hi, you're in U2Easy, that's so dead, that's been gone for a long time. So I was like, alright. Yeah, I started PMing him and realized that he's been around a lot longer than I have. And I asked him what the good clans are now, and he told me SB. So I went and I tried to join SB, and I remember seeing like Cobe Wayne and SB, like Gaga Bloods and all those people, you know. And Elmer, he was the one who tested me, and I finally got in. I was rank 56, and I got an SB, so I felt pretty cool. But I didn't really understand any of the clan stuff. I didn't realize how good SB was. So yeah, I played in SB for a few ranks, like maybe 3. I was like a 62 or 61 when I left, because I got a PM from a guy. His name is USSO Alpha Leader, and he's like, hey, you interested in joining a clan? You can join USSO, and I was like, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't realize how good SB was and how not good USSO was. I was like, alright, I'll join. You know, so I left SB for like this nobody clan, but it happened to be the most lucky thing I'd ever done, because USSO was the best time I've ever had in Modern Combat. I knew everybody, super duper fun, just had a great time. And eventually I left, because I told the leader all the problems with the clan and why I was leading and all that stuff. And eventually, the next day, he ended the clan because I left. So, if any of you are in USSO, I'm the reason it ended. But anyway, I went to start my own clan called Vapor with a friend of mine from school who wasn't very good, but, you know, we started one anyways because we thought it'd be fun. We had like 6 members at one point, and we weren't very good, really. So I stopped and tried to rejoin SB, and it didn't really work. So I went to a clan called RCAC, and I was still, well, in Vapor, my name wasn't Vapor Monopoly anymore. Like, in the previous SB, I was like SB Monopoly and stuff, but now, and then USSO Monopoly, but, ooh, nice little two-piece no-scope. And anyway, so I went to Vapor as Vapor Reactions, so if any of you remember him, that was me. And then I went to RCAC, and I became RCAC iCloud, because this is when iCloud was just coming out. And so yeah, I was RCAC iCloud, then got into UAE, and then people didn't really like me, just because I clan hopped a lot, and I didn't really know what was going on. I wasn't that great. So I decided just to start completely over under a new name, and nobody knew who I was. And somebody I knew pretty well was Dot from BW, and I loved his name so much. Dot was such a cool name, and I wanted a name that was really cool like his. And I loved the gear symbol in his name, that was the O. So I was like, alright, I'm just going to call myself Gear. So that's how I got the name. And I just started over. I had the gear symbol in my name and just tons of arrows going off it, and that was my Pal Ringo name. And nobody knew who it was. People thought I was Dot because of the gear in my name. It's just really confusing. And eventually, I became friends with Dot. I became friends with him because he didn't know who I was now. And now he makes fun of me for being the guy who changed his name because of him, but whatever. So yeah, I ended up making SB2. And I wasn't that great, you know. I knew Gaga and stuff. They all knew me, and I had kind of started over, and I felt good. But then I got my iPad. I'd been saving up for a while. And, yeah, there's a one-shot hacker in this group, but whatever. I got my iPad, and I got really good out of nowhere. And I actually don't think it was because of my iPad. I don't know what happened. Like, I just started going for headshots. Like, before I just tried to hit their chest as many times as I could. But then I realized I needed to go for headshots. So then I tested for SB, and, well, they said if you can beat this SB player and it happened to be, what's his name? SB Mr. T, T-E-A, like that kind of T. And the first game I beat him 15-10, and he claimed he wasn't ready, and that wasn't his best, and I told him, well, that wasn't my best. And the next game I beat him 15-4, and I was into SB. So then I became a captain with Mario and some other people, and Razor, I think Razor was like a co-leader or something. So that's how I joined SB, and then I just grew from there, and now I'm the semi-popular person that I am, and a lot of people know me from the community, and the YouTube community, and the MC2 community. So I know a lot of people, like, yeah, but I don't know if I know there's a lot of people on PAL who really don't watch the YouTube videos, so that's why I'm glad to be a part of the YouTube community also. So I know a lot more people, and yeah, it's nice. Here, one-shot hacker. Alright guys, that's the end, bye. Sorry, that was a really bad ending, so I just decided to make a new one. That's the end of my Modern Combat 2 video, how I started Modern Combat. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.